this is interesting. We played yesterday Mike Pence giving a speech in front of the Federalist Society saying, like, it wasn't something I could do. One man can't change an election.
Yeah, he chose to speak out about that 14 months later because I guess he was frozen in carbonite or whatever.
He had just heard that Donald Trump thought that he should have changed the outcome of the election. He just heard that.
The carrier pigeon got delayed.
Exactly. You know, I've been in a forced media blackout for the past 13 months. After January 6th, I was like, people were telling me, like, what? Like, I was going to ask, like, what are they doing here?
Mother had him locked in the closet. It was sensory deprivation.
And I said, this is what Pence did. He said, why are all these people crashing into the Capitol? Oh, don't tell me.
Right.
I don't want to know. And then he just maintained that until, like, 2 days ago. And he came out and he said, and obviously there's some type of polling. There's something going on.
Because Marco Rubio did this too. We also played this yesterday.
Rubio.
Same thing that Pence said.
I'm not liking this.
Let's make it about Kamala Harris.
And
circling the wagons.
And then, of all people, yesterday, it's just an amazing coincidence. As if, like, somebody sent out some notes on this. It really is fascinating.
I bet they did.
I bet you they did too, because here's Brian Kilmeade bringing it up on his radio show. Now, well, let's play this. This is on his radio show, not on his much bigger program on Fox and Friends. Here it is on the radio show. Brian Kilmeade.
Hey, Logan, you're watching on Fox Nation. Thank you for that. What's on your mind?
Hey, Brian. Thanks for having me.
Go ahead.
So you're talking to a couple guests ago about Donald Trump, and you know, he keeps talking about 2020, and it really concerns me that, you know, he might get the nomination for the Republican Party, and he's going to continue to talk about that, and it could cost us in 2024. You know, I was watching him in his rally a couple weeks ago in Arizona, and the first thing he comes out and starts talking about is the 2020 election. And it's almost cringeworthy that he keeps talking about it. You know, it was so bad. I mean, I had to turn it off. I couldn't watch it anymore. And I'm a huge Trump supporter.
Listen, I can't tell you. I was with one of his best friends, his same age, and he called them up after two of them, and they did it to me separately. After that Arizona rally, not Texas, they said Texas was better, but after the Arizona rally, they called him up and said that was the worst speech you ever gave, because nobody cares about your topics. You have to go. There's so much to talk about that matters to you and I, Logan, right now, about what's happening in the Ukraine, how China is just forgetting about phase one, how they're beginning to militarize everything around them, about to take Taiwan back, what's happening here in this country with these spending programs and blowing up the filibuster and judges and what he's doing in terms of blowing up warp speed and continuing these restrictions. That's what people want to talk about. It's not hard stuff. You can honestly say, this is what I did to the border. This is what I was trying to do at the border. This is what I'm able to do. Since I left, Republicans have gained in Hispanic votes past almost where Bush was in 2000. I mean, there's so much legitimate things to talk about. And I could not care less about party politics. I care about America. Right now, nobody cares about 2020. Nobody. And everything that he said and the challenges that he made should have been done before the election. And they did a recount in Arizona, and the recount showed no difference almost. And he came out and said it showed that they won Arizona. That's an outright lie. And please stop wasting our time with that, because he's capable of doing so much more. Thanks for watching.
Now, listen, I want to tell you something about the radio business. Apparently, they stream this on Fox Nation, which is their internet thing. In the radio business, and we actually have the ability with this, but we just don't do it. You call in, a producer takes your name, where you calling from, what do you want to talk about?
Screens.
And that producer, he screens, and he'll talk to you or she'll talk to you for a couple minutes, and they'll get a sense. And then the producer will write into an interface, tell Brian, he's got a list of 15 callers, maybe 20 callers, maybe at least 10, 15, 20. They want to talk about this. Kilmeade does not take that phone call. It's not like the way we do it here, where it's like, oh, I can see your area code and just, I don't know who you are. Tell me what you want to talk about. They know exactly what they're talking about. Kilmeade doesn't take that unless he wants to get that message out. They are very afraid. And, you know, I've been saying for a long time, frankly, about this. They are very afraid that a combination of the January 6th hearings and Donald Trump having to insinuate himself into that debate. That's the part that they're worried about. That Trump will take the bait and go in.
He can't help himself.
He can't help himself.
Come on.
And they are afraid of that because they must now have some data that this is inhibiting something.
Yeah.
And it's not just about, it's trying to build some type of narrative to reach Trump and get him to stop. Kilmeade saying I'm with Trump's best friend, that's going to drive Trump insane. That's going to drive Trump insane. And now I don't know. We'll see if Kilmeade talks about this on Fox and Friends. This is the real test. If he really wants to reach Trump, he'll do it. But that is what is known as a test balloon, ladies and gentlemen. There is some clarion call going on. It's fascinating to watch this.
I mean, I would guess that there are some people with Trump close to him, like saying, we cannot get through to him. We can't get through to him.
I mean,
like
everyone, like everybody.
Yeah. Well, I just that means that he is not fully surrounded by sycophants that are going to like also tell everyone else what he is saying, right? And just regurgitate his delusions. There are some people who are like, well, we also want to win. We have skin in the game.
I wonder who his best friend is.
He has nobody
close
to him.
I wonder if it's that Barack guy, the Tom Barack. Is that it? That wasn't one of his close friends. I wonder. I mean, like, man, talk about like how paranoid would Trump feel?
Oh,
I was like, Emma, I was hanging out with your best friend the other day, and we were just talking about how wrong you are about your like who should be in the Hall of Fame. I wouldn't worry about it.
I'll talk about how much your stuff sucks these days.
Yeah. Your takes on the show.
We were just like, Emma's like she can't gamble. She can't even bet. She can't even like score one decent week on FanDuel or whatever it is.
I mean, this is like, this would not hurt me because, to be honest, this was my reality this weekend. Shouldn't bet on basketball. But
yeah, no, Emma's really bad at basketball. That's the thing. She's got to move on from basketball and stick with betting on football.
No, but like
that's what your best friends.
But to really get at my core, you would have to like you do political media. You and someone else that I admire in the space saying that my takes are really bad.
Oh, did I say me?
Yeah.
No, I meant that ESPN commentator was talking to your best friend, and they said like you really didn't know what you were talking about. It was
hard to listen to these days.
Shit.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Just even the hypotheticals is like making my hair stand up on the back of my neck.
Joke's on you, Brian. I don't have friends anymore.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? At least I have friends. Trump just doesn't have that.
No
in his
new
life.
friends, no old friends.
No.
It's a great deployment from Kilmeade of the Trump. Like, many people are saying like anonymous person is talking.
A lot of people are saying it. I'm not saying it, but other people were saying it to me, and I'm just repeating what they said to me. It's interesting that that's going on like that.